Hi there, Aries. Healing Grasshopper here to do your May reading ridiculously late. Um, May is almost over. I get it. And I was going to hop to June, um, but I had the urge to just finish up the Mays. I feel like there's still a message for you here. So hopefully you uh, get to draw something from it. Um, I have been not so present lately because I've had some health issues. I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and for the past maybe 2, 3 months, especially last month, it's been very difficult, hard for me to get out of bed, um, like aches and pains. So I tried to push through it, but it just was not working for me. I'm sorry I didn't send you guys a post. Um, I'll be better about it from now on. Um, but I'm feeling better now, so here I am. I apologize. Um, I am really appreciative that you are sticking with me and you have stopped by. So thank you and welcome. Um, any of you out there have chronic fatigue? Do you have any natural remedies that work well for you? I'd love to hear about it. Um, you know, I do a lot of the things, probiotics and um, ginger. Um, I got a B12 shot. Um, you know, not much was helping me this time, but whatever. You got any suggestions that work for you? Magnesium too. All right, Aries, you've got a W here. So there's something in this month that has brought you favorable results. Um, and it was derived from patience. Um, hmm, and there's a patience in moving steadily towards a dream. And the Six of Cups often talks about the type of dream that seems silly, like pipe dream. This is often called the nostalgia card. Um, but more often than not, in my readings lately, this has not been pointing to being foolishly nostalgic. It really points towards um, a dream that should not be overlooked. Like I said, a dream that seems silly at face value, but is valid and should not be dismissed. I don't think this is ours. No. If it doesn't fall on the table, it's not ours. Okay. Most of the time, anyway. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So, Page of Wands under this Six of Wands is um it's like this is a very grandiose card, but I feel like this wasn't like a huge spectacular win. This was like somewhat of a small win. It was a personal win, right? Um Others may have noticed it, but it was a deeply personal win, and it feels like it meant more to you than anyone else. But it wasn't huge because the Page of Wands is under it. It's like this was a win that fueled your motivation here. The Page of Wands is like you've seen the value in some kind of action. It's bought you a win and it's propelling you forward for the next win. Because here is the Queen of Wands in the center of your reading, which is about optimism and enthusiasm. You are really looking forward to something bigger and you feel it in your toes. You're like, I did it before and I'm going to do it again bigger and better. And the Hermit, the Page of Wands and the Hermit flanking the Queen of Wands really talks about something. This whole line here is something deeply personal. Hermit is all about self and a connection with oneself and one's higher self, which is connected to spirit and really propels you forward to significant change in your life, which fuels the confidence and um, I just heard as above, so below. This is almost like the hermit is almost like your spiritual self being guided by this lantern here. And then on the other side is your physical self being called to an action, right? Wow. Now I'm really starting to see. I just started today with Aquarius and Pisces, and both of them had really spectacular readings. So now I'm starting to see why I shouldn't skip over May because there are strong messages for you here. That's really going to propel you into the next month. So, guys, I would really like to hear from you what this small victory was for you. And if you can't think of it, you really need to pause and think about what went well for you in this month that is inspiring you to grow, to add to that victory. Let's see if that's reversed for a moment. Can I have two more, please? Mhm. One more, please. Not reversed. Hmm, it's interesting. Okay. So the Hermit card, I mean the Ten of Cups coming out after the Hermit card is like your intuition leading you out of either a difficult or stagnant period in your life, or maybe both. That's bringing the light out, um, and the victory. But you've already had the small victory. So it's nodding to, okay, sorry. Let's talk about this card itself. Ten of Cups is about victory after difficulty. Cups in a rainbow. The cups are emotional, um, fulfillment inside of a rainbow. Rainbows come out after a storm, after difficulty. Can also be after stagnancy, right? Clouds can, like cloud cover can represent stagnancy. Um, but then next to it is the Four of Wands, which is more celebration. This is emotional fulfillment after difficulty, emotional fulfillment and celebration after a course of action here. So this is feeling good about yourself after, um, a, a victory that you've worked towards. You know, this is not like, oh, winning the lottery or something gifted to you. This is all about elbow grease that you've applied in some way, um, and persevered as well through it and continuing to persevere. Um, the Five of Swords is about overcoming difficulty, but also overcoming competition, the victory over someone else. So this can be competition like in business, you've gained some kind of advantage in some way. Or in your 9 to 5, um, this can be some kind of small victory that you've had over a coworker in the eyes of your superior. That's making you feel like, I can do this. I can go for that promotion. I can go for that growth in my business. It's like you've been wanting something in your life and haven't seen the path yet, but you've kind of, in your efforts to propel yourself forward, you have opened up a pathway for yourself that you're confident about. But here's the interesting thing here. You're ending with the Two of Wands, which I would not expect for you to have. With all of this victory and confidence, here you have a setback of uncertainty. This is okay. The meaning of this card, the fundamental meaning is like stalemate, like impasse. I don't know where to move from here. I don't know what to do. I don't see my path forward, which is a contradiction to all of this. This can be just a simple momentary doubts. Like I hate the saying. People say this a lot in real estate. I'm a non-practicing realtor right now, but uh where people will say, fear of success, which is absurd to me. But um this is kind of like what people talk about fear of success in business, where you've had this win and it's like you're not sure if you can top it. You're not sure if you can get to that next level, and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pull this off? Type thing. But let me clarify the two of. Oh, are all of these ours? All three? Okay. So the Five of Swords definitely. I mean, the Six of Swords makes sense. The Six of Swords is about you moving away from difficulty. It's like things have been very difficult in the past. You're like, what if it happens again? Which makes sense. And I'm not going to scold you for feeling that way because it is a natural feeling. But then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I think we're going to get back to her. Let's address the Seven of Cups here that talks about your potential here. This guy is being presented with a whole bunch of cups here where he can't possibly utilize all of them. He's going to need to utilize his discernment here and choose one or maybe two. Um, how who knows how many, but the point is that he cannot choose all of them, right? So discernment is key here. So there's action that needs to be taken here that is a cause for anxiety. Now what? What if I run into the same old problems again? But here you have the Queen of Pentacles, which talks about um, this is very much like having the magician card. Like you have what you need to produce a favorable outcome. The Queen of Pentacles is sitting on a strong foundation of the tried and true, of stability, of her past achievements that have brought her to where she is. She knows um, how to get what she wants, and she knows how to grow her wealth, right? She is steeped in stability and confidence, right? So this is very much a reminder that, is there fear and anxiety of the unknown? Of course, but you are perfectly capable of building what you want for yourself and wading through the mire to get to the promised land type thing. And my eye keeps going to the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about patience and stability. But there's also a huge element of confidence as well here. He is sitting on this horse with utter confidence, and so is the horse. He's on a very stable and firm horse, right? Confidence, stability is all that you need to focus on. Could you stumble like you did before? Yes, but you weren't as strong as then as you are now to deal with those things that you dealt with before. You know what? Um, Pisces got the same message in their reading as well, along with other things that suited them in their situation. But they did get that message that they are stronger than they were before. You are getting that too. Yes, you went through difficult things, but you're stronger now. You will be able to deal with things accordingly. You are fine. Um, Higher self. Any more clarity? No. Any more ducks? No. One card. We've got a higher self coming. Out of the way. What do we have here? Worthiness. You see, you are worthy. Okay. This is a little girl reaching up to an ethereal uh, buck here. And a buck represents strength. She is reaching towards strength. This is strength that's a part of her, but this is spiritual strength. She is reaching for it, she is embracing it. You are worthy. Two of Swords is very much like, I don't know, I'm uncertain, I'm not worthy. I'm not sure if I'm capable. I don't know what to do. This is the opposite of that, along with the Queen of Pentacles. This is facing difficulty with confidence and strength. And you're an Aries. Let's not forget that. I mean, you are one of the most capable out of all of the signs. You are filled with fire. You are filled with the capability to blaze through your difficulties. You'll be fine, Aries. You're moving through through to more, to bigger, better victories. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you, Aries. I really do expect to hear from you. Do you hear me? Because I'm talking to you. Tell me what you're thinking, please. Tell me how this resonates for you. If you have any questions, you have suggestions, anything at all that you want to talk about, I will be there to answer you because I answer every single one of my uh, comments with enthusiasm, with glee. I love hearing from you guys. I love engaging with you guys. I love my light worker family. Okay? Um, I'm asking you also to please do me a favor and do all of the things to support this channel because I really do need your help. Liking and subscribing are quick gestures that cost nothing and really do a lot to help this channel grow. Okay, so help me out, please. Also, if there's a hype button that appears at some point, please do that. I can use hyping. Um, Also, share this channel with whomever you feel might need the channel or enjoy the channel. Um, the algorithm isn't very kind in putting out my videos. Um, so if you can help do a little bit for the channel and getting uh, visibility, I would appreciate. Um, I'm also going to thank you for the effort that you've already made, which is stopping by and staying till the end, which also does a lot for this channel. Um, you know what? I also have been forgetting to ask you guys to have a look at the playlist that I've made. I have many of them made. Uh, Set them to autoplay and have them on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks. Um, because even while you're winding down in bed and sleeping, because watch hours really do a lot for the channel as well. Okay, guys? So thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for staying till the end. I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.